In this video, I am going to be sharing why I am never going to buy from a lead vendor again, why you should consider generating your own leads and figuring out a way to own your marketing so that you can fully control your marketing and the way that you acquire clients. All right. If we've not yet met, my name is Johnny Nitafan. Subscribe right now if you haven't already. Like this video so you can see more videos just like these. But let's just get right in. The reason why I will never, ever, ever buy from a vendor again, there's multiple reasons, right? And if you're still buying leads from a vendor, most likely, and the reason I say this is because this happened to me, this happened to tons of other people as well. There's a couple things. First one is that it's inconsistent, right? You have consistent people that you are talking to, and that you have there's consistent people that are generating your leads for you, but you're not, like, it's just inconsistent, right? Because the quality you have no control of, and you can't have accountability with this person and say, dude, like, these leads suck, because what they're going to say is that you're not a good salesman. And you might be a really good salesman, but at the end of the day, if you don't generate your own leads and figure it out yourself, you really don't know what the ad is saying. You don't know what they're filling out. It's crazy the amount of things that I've seen on the internet talking about free $30,000 of coverages, or 50 or 150,000. Hey, you can get $500,000 for $12 a month. Hey, you can get free benefits. And then there's AI generated ads of like President Biden saying, hey, are going to give you $30,000 of coverages completely for free. And it's like, what in the world? But these are the leads that you guys are buying. And that's probably why you're not seeing the ROI, you're not seeing the consistency, you're not seeing the quality that you really need in your life insurance business so that you can scale and you can become profitable. That's the first thing, right? There's no accountability. It's really tough. And at the end of the day, there's no incentive for you as the agent for them to give you the best leads ever, right? There might be in terms of keeping you on the subscription model, but like there's no outside accountability, and they can give you trash leads, charge whatever they want, and you're still going to pay it because you don't do the simple thing of just learning how to market. And it is a skill to acquire, but at the same time, it's not as crazy and is not as hard as you think, right? If you haven't seen the interview with Chase on my YouTube channel, he's one of the clients that I brought in, helped him go from $5,000 to $26,000 a month. But he was talking about, dude, I asked him, how much do you spend on marketing? Like, how much time do you spend on it? Because that's a lot of people think why they're not generating their own leads now is like, dude, it's going to take so much time. It's going to take away from me selling. And it's like, it's really not. Like, it's an hour, maybe 2 hours a week. It's a little bit more upfront. That's why I do it for people as well. But in terms of doing it yourself, it takes maybe 3 to 5 hours. It takes a day. Just take a day and do it yourself. Watch some videos. I have a YouTube video going deeper, like on exactly step-by-step how to do this. It's like a 35-minute thing, step-by-step how to do it. Watch that video and figure it out how to do it. And then once you have that down, then it takes about an hour or two a week to keep it going, if that, right? Maybe 30 minutes, if that, to actually keep it going. So once you train your eye to be able to see what you need to do, then you say, hey, scale, kill, keep it the same, keep it consistent, whatever it is. So, and it's doing some market research. So say you do an hour of market research a week, figure out exactly what you need to do to get quality leads so that you never have to rely on somebody else again. Now, another reason why I'm not going to buy again from somebody else is that if you think about it, any other business in the world, you look at it, and the biggest thing is, how do you acquire customers? And if you don't own that part, you don't really own your business. You don't really run a true business, because if you're consistently outsourcing things, you don't have full control, right? And I think you and I both as entrepreneurs want control and need control in our business so that we can scale to the capacity that we want. So if you don't have control over your business, right, the most important part is client acquisition. If you don't have control over that, you really have a business that could go down like this. And for me, the reason why I stopped buying leads and started generating my own is because I was like, I can't fully have full confidence in somebody else to feed my family and to make sure that they're taken care of and to ultimately like have the freedom that I've wanted. And so that's why I was like, there's no way that I could outsource that, because that's important. Freedom is important to me. So if I'm going to outsource this part of my business to somebody else, I'm pretty much giving away the freedom saying, hey, if they don't perform, if they don't show up, one, my money's on the line, two, my time's on the line, and three, the freedom that I want and need and desire in life is on the line. So why am I going to trust somebody else to do it? That's the basic rules of entrepreneurship, is figuring out what to do and doing it yourself, right? Like in doing it with other people, getting other people's help, but at the same time, having control of your marketing. Now, another reason is because I'm able to fully understand the sales process, right? So the thing about marketing is that you can take away objections, right? There's going to be basic objections like stalls, figuring out exactly like, okay, like you got to help them buy and help them make a decision at the end of the day because they've been procrastinating, especially if you're doing final expense or even term for mid-age people. It's like, dude, you've waited 30 years to do this. Like, let's get this in place. They need somebody to help push them over the edge, get them off the fence, and actually get the protection in place. But other than that, you can overcome objections in your marketing, which is really cool. You market to the perfect person that actually would be more interested and inclined to buy a policy. And then also there's ways to target them via interest on Facebook, using pixels, tons of different things. That's a separate conversation. But in terms of you as the marketer, right, and being able to own your source, you can completely take objections off the table. Hey, if you are a parent and you're taking more than 5 medications, click off this video. But if you aren't and you're healthy, well, good news for you. There's a new state-approved plan available in your area. All you got to do, fill out the few questions, see if you qualify, right? It's taking the objections off the table. If you want healthy people, call it out in your marketing. If you want a certain person, right? Hey, if you're making $100,000, click this video or watch this video. But if you're not making over $100,000, you will not qualify for this plan. And then get into it, right? So it's qualifying, figuring out exactly who your target person is, figuring that out so that you can scale with the right person. You can literally pull your ideal person in and push away the person you don't want to see your ads, to fill out your forms, to come in as leads. So what's cool about owning your source is that you can actually take objections off the table through your marketing, right? If you're selling final expense, there's ways to figure out if they have an active checking account. I have people in the community right now, they'd be selling like $75,000, $100,000 per month, but they choose not to write direct express card. So what they do is they, like, in the marketing side, we create more friction. So we figure out, hey, right off the rip, do they have an active checking account? If they don't, peace. So, and actually qualifying them on the sales call. But your source of marketing is the most important part of your business, because if you do not have quality leads, you can be really good at sales, but you will not make the money that you deserve and that you truly want and that you need to be able to have financial freedom. So that's why I share, like, from the bottom of my heart, like, I will not buy a lead again. I would really ask you to consider to figure out how to own your source, especially with the FCC stuff going on, especially with all these age data being resold over and over and over again. Don't get me started on that, because there's people that are consistently working age data. I mean, that's just the reality. Like, people are selling you the same lead over and over and over again, and you keep buying it. So that's why I say even that is, like, not great. So if you're just starting in this industry, if you're just starting in selling life insurance, I just really recommend not buying leads, figuring out how to generate your own, figuring out exactly how to have full control over your business, full control over your profits, so you can cut that source in half, or whatever it is, cut that margin so you actually keep it. Because this is another reason why I started generating my leads and stopped buying from lead vendors, is because I was able to generate leads that I was buying for $42. I was getting them at $3 a piece. And it's like, what in the world? Like, they're charging 12 to 15 times more what I'm able to get here. So it just genuinely does not make sense. So that's why I was like, why am I doing this? And I'm closing way higher. The first time I started generating my own leads, I spent $1,200 and I made $23,000 back in commissions, first year commissions. So that's why I recommend, like, just make sure that you own your source. Make sure that you're able to do that, because if you're not, you're giving away that $30, $40 a piece to another person. And that's money that you can have cash in bank. That's what helped me become profitable. That's what helped me really escape the matrix of like people telling you to buy leads, getting affiliates on the back end, telling you to do all these things for their selfish interests when they genuinely don't care. So few things to look out for in terms of looking for a lead vendor is that there needs to be transparency there. There also needs to be, like, they can't be charging like 50, 60, $100 for like a digital lead, like a direct, like a digital lead, right? So make sure that you have that right. Make sure that you have a source that you can trust. And then also that you're able to have a $150 or less cost per acquisition at the end of the day. So I make this video because I want you guys to win. This is a big part that I've hopped on tons of calls with you guys, figuring out exactly what you guys are going through, how I can help, seeing if I'm a fit to be able to actually help you scale. And this is a consistent theme, is that lead vendors are taking over and just genuinely not helping you guys. And I want to see you guys win. I want to see you succeed. I want to see you guys crush it. And so if you guys are like not generating your own leads, that's why I would say just consider it. If you're cool, like making what you're making now, then keep doing it. If it's working, keep doing it. So hope to see you guys on the next one. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.